Hey friends, I'm Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. Welcome to November giveaways. It is Monday giveaways, but we can do them. We can name them monthly now because I'm doing one a month. I used to do in the beginning. I was actually doing one every Monday. Small little giveaways, one every Monday. That was a lot of ship. Not one. It was 4 every Monday. That was a lot of shipping. And then we went to bi-weekly, and now we're doing monthly, just to, bigger giveaways, you'll win more, and it just makes more sense as a monthly thing. It's crazy doing them every other week. Hey, this is a Q&A live stream, as they all are, and then I didn't get a chance last night to fix the BT2.0 on the analog cinematic rig, so yeah, we're going to handle that. And things. Giveaways will be at about 11 o'clock, so about an hour from now. And then, we'll do some Q&A in the chat, and we will maybe do a little bit of flying. I want to keep abusing the We Bleed crown frame as well as the Cockroach 65 V3 frame. Um, I don't understand. Where's my pyro drone order? Didn't I put the pyro drone order in like Wednesday of last week? Is it sitting out the mailbox? I bet you it's sitting out in the mailbox. No. Yeah, it is. It's sitting out in the mailbox. Oh, there's a Happy Model Cross F4 in there. There's a RunCam Nano in there, which is what I'm going to use to get this third Ultimate Freestyle Tiny Whoop up in the air with the Meteor 65 airframe, so that we can have one build each. They're not quite identical. One of them has Tiny Whoop 0702 32,000 kV motors. The other one has Weebleed 0702 32,500 kV motors. I can't feel the difference between those two, and I don't think you can either. And then this third one that I'm going to put together is going to have the Tiny Whoop 30,000 kV 0702s. I just don't have another set of 32,000 kV motors, or I would put them on this one as well. Although I don't hate the fact that I'm going to do the 30,000s on it, because I want to just sort of revisit. From what I remember, I back-to-backed 30,000s and 32,000s a few times, and from what I remember, I could always tell the difference. But I don't know. I like to retest stuff because there's just so much placebo in FPV. Like, you know, we're not sitting in the aircraft. We're only really using our eyes and our ears to be able to tell the differences when we change parts, and that makes it really difficult. And so yeah, it's always really good to retest, and you know, you get used to stuff. Like, I'm now very used to these 32,000 kV motors, so hopefully this rig with the 30,000s will feel drastically less powerful. Yeah, my fingers are crossed that that's the experience that I have. I'm a little bit scared that I'm not going to be able to tell a difference, and that'll, yeah, because again, placebo is real. I don't think that I have properly blind tested these. I don't think I've had Patrick over to plug one or the other in, and or had them on the same color frame. One of the problems I have with these identical Ultimate Freestyle Tiny Whoops is I like them to look a little bit different. So like a lot of times one will have a clear frame, the other will have a black frame, and I really can't do blind testing that way because at the bottom of the FPV view you can see the frame. So yeah, and I'm gonna be doing that same thing again. This is gonna be in a black. Well, maybe I could put it in a. Well, no, yeah, the crown frame you can see the little teeth. Yeah, it's fine. Hopefully, I'll be able to tell a difference. In the chat, Kevin Sumner was first. Sleepy CBR was next. Jay Tiny Whoop is here. What's up, Jesse? How are you, brother? Thanks for coming. Nate Adams, Frank Nicholas, Douglas Otwell, Jay again, McMucus, FP Avery, Anonymous, Fun Per Volt, Wesley Clark, Adam Weston, Safe Zone FPV, Skirty Curtis, and CMYK FPV. There we go. I'm struggling a little bit today, so forgive me. It might be, yeah, I don't know. It probably won't be the best live stream ever, but what just happened? Why is that? What is happening here? Computer got upset. Yeah, I'm gonna try my best though. Sometimes you just gotta show up at work when you're not feeling good and just suck it up, Buttercup. And today's gonna be one of those days, but I'm gonna try my best because you guys deserve the best that I can possibly muster. In the chat, if you want to talk directly to me, all you got to do is type CiottiFPV. If you do that, it'll light up an orange like this. You don't have to put an @ in front of it, but you certainly can. You can do this with each other. If you want to get Skirty Curtis's attention, type his name into your message and spell it correctly. And for him, his name will light up in orange. So yeah, you can do that. Should I run out to the mailbox? I feel like I should run out to the mailbox. Because then we get to check out the Flyfish patch antenna too. And I really do. I don't want to continue to put batteries through these two frames because let me run out to the mailbox. Let me run out to the mailbox. Hold on. Let me give you a little something to watch. A little bit of music. This will be quick. Mailbox is close. I live in a house now, so I don't have to go to like a bank of mailboxes halfway across the parking lot. At the beginning of the live stream, that was Insta360 Go 2 footage from the Tiny Lifter. Here comes a little bit more. This is what it looks like when the fattest rig in all the land chases the RC drift cars. Why? Oh, okay. Yeah. Hold on. Nah, that's stupid. This will work. I'll be right back. Launch right into the mailbag. Here it is, yo. An unexpected look at my mail bag. An impromptu delve. An impromptu... I don't know, man. I don't know about all that. GemFan came out with a new tri-blade 3-inch Cinewoop propeller. the 75 millimeter S3. I think, I don't know, it was in the new releases section of Pyrodrone, and so I said, what the hell. I think the difference is that it's a T-mount only. I'm going to try this on the lightweight Cinewhoop, probably on Wednesday. I have a gig downtown on Wednesday, and yeah, so I'll probably throw them on here. These motors have more kV, so I think maybe these motors will have enough RPM for a tri-blade rather than a 5-blade. I've run these tri-blades in the past. They're incredibly noisy compared to the 5-blades, so I usually don't like them. But they're a great propeller. They're a lot lighter, so the PID loop performance is awesome with them, and they're a little bit more efficient. But you sacrifice some thrust. Although it does kind of depend. The 2004 motors have enough power, have enough grunt, enough torque for those 5-blades. So it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to run these tri-blades other than to try to get some efficiency back. Not back, but just some extra efficiency. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just sort of curious about them. I almost certainly won't run them beyond like just testing them because they're just so noisy. But yeah, I don't know. A couple of bucks. You know, propellers are a couple of dollars, and they affect the way that your quad flies more than anything else that you can do to it. So it's really good to have a lot of different propellers and try them and be as use it as an opportunity to explore your placebo, because yeah, you're gonna put new propellers on and you're gonna swear to God that you can feel the difference. Well, fly with somebody and have them either remove them or leave them on without telling you, and I bet you can't tell the difference more than 50% of the time. That's the key to remember, is that you need to be able to tell the difference more than 50% with like, you need to be correct more than 50% of the time. So if you have the person that you're flying with change or not change the propellers for 2 or 3 batteries in a row, realistically, you need to be able to call it out on each battery, and you can't be calling it out because you can see them in your FPV view and you know the color, right? If you're gonna do blind testing, do it right. Don't cheat it, because it's totally pointless if you do that. But yeah, so if you do the test 3 times, you have to be able to get it correct at least twice. Realistically, you want to be able to get it correct all 3 times. Better bet would be to do the test 4 times, and then if you get it right 3 out of the 4, that's pretty good. Try to then come back on another day and do it another 4 times. You know, 4 attempts is just barely enough. You could still get lucky and it could not be right, but you'll be surprised at how difficult it is to tell. And you'll also be surprised when you get it wrong. There will be a point where you know that it's one prop or the other for reasons, and you'll be wrong. And it's a real mind fuck. It's really cool though. It's a really good experience to go through. So do it, yo, or else. RunCam Nano 3 replacement. I am going to show you guys how I will be prepping these things to be more durable in the future here in a little bit. But let's open up the other couple of things here just to finish up our mailbag. All right, well, whatever. I just won't save this plastic thing. This is the Happy Model Cross AIO. And it has just a janky little piece of wire for the Express LRS antenna. I did not know that. Yeah, that's okay. This is going to be used, the back of this thing. This is going to be used for a walk snail fractal build that's coming up this week probably. Hey, no, speaking of Wednesday, my gig is Wednesday night, so there's not going to be a live stream Wednesday night. Unless like I do one during the day, but I'm going to be busy on the day getting all my gear ready and charging batteries and stuff. So there might just not be a live stream this Wednesday. Friday, we will dive into the fractal build, I think, with this board. So I'm excited for that. That'll be cool. Well, actually, let me put it back in the plastic. Cool. So that's coming up. Something to look forward to. And then fly fish, osprey, patch antenna for OG DJI goggles. Let's take a quick look at it and maybe immediately put a CiottiFPV sticker on it. Couple of screws, and then here is the patch antenna. Let's see here. Wonder if they're making their own antennas or if they're having somebody make them for them. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if this antenna is actually made at True RC or something like that. I wouldn't know how to figure that out, but other than just kind of like looking at it, I would not guess that this is made by True RC. Just kind of looking at the cable that they're using and the way that the connectors are. But yeah, this looks kind of nice. There's the patches on the inside, and so these guys are going to go on. The reason that I got this is I'm going to start using my V1 DJI goggles again because I'm going to be flashing the V2 goggles onto the firmware that only works with the O3 air unit, and I refuse to flash the goggles back and forth and back and forth and back and forth every single time I want to go from using the O3 air unit to the old school Vistas. That's just insane. So yeah, I'll have one set of goggles, and I would love, I really wish that the V1 goggles could be flashed onto a firmware that works with the O3 air unit, because I'm just not going to use it all that. I'm not going to use the O3 air unit, although maybe I will. But yeah, I would rather that be the case, but it's not. The V1 goggles, you cannot flash them onto that firmware that works with the O3 air unit. So the V1 goggles will be used specifically for the Vistas, and yeah, it'll look like that, which is pretty cool looking. I like the little markings on this. So yeah, we'll drop that on there. It doesn't look like my sticker is gonna fit all that well, but that's okay. I don't mind these markings. Cool. Where are the 4 screws? I think they're just supposed to be 2 screws. Maybe they give you 2 extras. So that's cool. I'll pop these on, and I'll show you guys what they look like at some point here. That's a look at my mailbag. In the chat, what's happening? Jay tagged me and said, I'm thinking of installing BT2.0 on my Acro B65, which has the stock PH2.0. Should I switch out the PH2 connector to a BT2.0, or should I replace/solder the whole cable? You can just cut the connector off and then solder on a BT2.0. There's really no advantage to replacing the wire. Every single Tiny Whoop battery lead I've ever seen has been the same thickness of wire. So yeah, the PH2.0 is not using like a thinner wire or anything like that. So yeah, no real benefit to desoldering the entire wire and then soldering the BT2 on it. Just cut the PH2.0 off as far out as you can, like right on top. Like if this is the PH2.0, cut it like right here. If this is the wires coming out, well, no, if these are the wires coming out, and this is the end of the PH2.0 connector, cut it like right here, so that you have it as much wire length as possible. Unless you're gonna do the magical ultra lightweight BT2.0 method that might as well show you right now. It's 10:25. I'm almost caught up on chat. Let me move chat over so I can see it from the bench, and we will go over there, and I will show you what's up. CMYK says, what's up? Safe Zone says, what's good? Nate Adams says, building an HDZero whoop, would a 75 millimeter with the extra VTX weight fly like an analog 65 millimeter, and what would be a good motor size for a 75 millimeter build? So no 75 mil build is ever going to fly like an analog 65 millimeter build, just because 75 mil builds are a lot heavier. Then adding HDZero, it's going to fly even more unlike a 65 millimeter build. The way that you would get that rig to fly as close as possible to an analog 65 millimeter build would be to do it as a 65 mil build and just cut weight everywhere you possibly can. 0702 motors, 32,000 kV. I would maybe go with like the BT2.0 Meteor 65 air frame. That's the lightest of the frames. Lightest possible canopy, and the BT2.0 method that you're about to see. So yeah, that would be the way to get it to fly as closely as possible. What you're looking at building there on a 75 frame with all that extra weight is going to be like an outdoor-ish. I mean, you'll still be able to fly it inside, but it's going to be so heavy, it's going to be really difficult to fly hard in the house. It'll totally be flyable in the house, but all that extra weight is going to make it drift a lot. And that's difficult to kind of manage inside. So yeah. And then the question about what would a good motor size be for a 75 millimeter build. My favorite at the moment is the Tiny Whoop 0802s with the 1.5 millimeter shaft. There are the snowblowers, which are 25,000 kV, and then there are the iGal limited editions in like a purplish blue color, which are 27,000 kV. Those are my favorite 75 motors for 75 millimeter builds. Those are probably both out of stock because they're super in demand. You can go with the Flywoo 1002 23,500 kV motors and then run them on the Gemfan 1208 tri-blades. That's my second favorite kind of motor, but I really, really, really like 802s on the 75 mil setups. You could go with another 802 that doesn't have the 1.5 millimeter motor shaft if you're not going to crash a lot. And I would stay around that like 25,000, 26,000 kV number. That's going to be really good on 1.6 inch bi-blades. The Gemfans are the best. Thank you, Jay. Metal Dirtskin with a $20 super chat. Thank you, brother. He says, it's my goddamn birthday. Pay attention to me. Happy birthday, Metal. Thank you, brother. Metal Dirtskin is an OG patron, friend, awesome dude. And yeah, everybody wish him happy birthday or I'll smack you. Adam Weston says, I've got both 03 and Vista running in my V2 goggles. You don't have to reflash, but you do have to rebind the VTX each time, which sucks a lot. So good call. That's right. I forgot. You don't have to reflash. You just have to rebind, which is just absurd. I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world. As long as like your binding buttons are easy to get to. I don't know. That would kind of drive me insane. Like there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different rigs that are on Vistas. So like every time I bind to the 03, all of the binds for all 8 of those are going to go like that. That's just going to drive me absolutely insane. Especially because I'll bet you I don't have the bind buttons in all of those builds like super accessible. And like, I don't know, if I'm on a gig and it's like I forgot to rebind the backup rig and I grab the backup rig and it's not bound and like there's something happening that Yeah, that just doesn't seem like a great idea to me. The V1 goggles are fine. They came from FPV Exchange. They have a spot burned into them. They must have sat in the sun. Um, Other than that, they're perfectly fine. So yeah, and I mean they changed practically nothing between the V1 and the V2 goggles. So I don't have a problem. It'll be actually nice to get some use out of those V1s. They just kind of sit there as like the backup goggles. So yeah, that'll be nice. Jay says thanks, and all right, here we go. Let's do some things. Let's do some building things, and then in about a half an hour, we're gonna do the giveaways. Mr. Blue Sky with a $19.99 super chat. Thank you, brother. He says for the fun. Let's get this updated here. Thank you, dude. Very, very cool. Healthcare fund for 2023 just got a little bit stronger. Jay says, just curious, can you share any details about your gig? Sure. It's so it is Sleepy CBR with a $5 super chat. He says, thanks for keeping me motivated to fly. Thanks, dude. You are certainly welcome. That's yeah. I really thought about that. I like that a lot. I usually think of myself as like motivating you guys to build. But flying's a part of building. So yeah. You're welcome, brother. Thank you for supporting the madness. So yeah, this Wednesday's gig is for a glow run that like a foot race. Whoever runs is so incredibly offended right now. I don't know if it's like a half marathon or something, but I don't know. It's a run. It's a you know, runners are going and they run, and then eventually they're done running, and there's a winner, and then there's a whole bunch of losers. I don't know what to call it. It's a run. It's just a run. And yeah, it's a run. I don't know, man. I don't know running things. What do you want from me? You know, it's there's gonna be a bunch of runners running, and I'm setting up at the starting line. And then so I'll get them when they start running, and then I'll get them again when they finish running. And in between, I'll get as much B-roll as I can of like the skyline and stuff like that. So I'll have the sub 250 rigs for when I'm flying over the runners. Although, like, the runners are kind of considered, like, crew, basically, because they're on the event's insurance, and they sign the waiver and all that stuff. So, I believe, technically speaking, I would be able to fly over them with rigs that are north of 250. It's been quite a while since I took my part at 107, and some things have kind of changed, so I'm not completely sure. But I'll have the sub 250 rigs. That'll be what I fly over them, just to be safe. Yeah, I won't really be like the other thing though is that I won't be like doing sustained flight over them. Like they'll just be passing under, and that's where some of the gray area comes into. I don't know, man. The FAA has just done such an awful job with the rules, and it's just so shit. None of it makes any sense. The 250 gram number makes no sense. It's all just absolutely ridiculous. So I don't know, man. It's very, very, very weird. RunCam Nano 3s, very, very durable, but they can be a little bit more durable. And I'm going to show you how to make them more durable. The weak point that I've found with two RunCam Nano 3s is this plastic lens bit can separate from the PCB. It mainly happens, I think, because I adjust the up tilt by putting my fingernail on the top of the plastic part and pulling on it. And that is just trying to pry the plastic part right off of the PDB. So if and I do that because I crash so hard that the up tilt gets knocked out of whack. What I should do is just put a drop of welder in there to lock the up tilt in, and then I would probably never have that problem again. But alas, here we are. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna use Bondic for this. You could probably use welder and it would be totally fine, but welder dries a little bit soft. Bondic, which is this UV light glue, this shit dries hard, and I would rather have this be like a harder connection. I don't want it to be able to budge at all. So this Bondic stuff is awesome because it's got the UV light and it cures really quick. It doesn't cure instantly. Like it cures pretty good instantly, but you do want to give it a little bit more time. What's cool is like you can use the UV light to get it to cure to the point where it's hard enough that you can keep working with the thing. Like welder stays so mushy that yeah, it's tough to kind of work with it. This is clogged, of course. Let me see if I can get it unclogged. CMYK and Brandon's Baked Beans dropping some links. Thank you, fellas. So let's see here. See if I can get this unclogged real quick. Like, come on, man. Ugh. Ugh. Balls. I've had this for a while. If this is like all the way clogged, I'm not gonna be heartbroken. This is like going on 3 years, I think. Although I think it's just starting to come out. Come on. Shitters. There it goes. There it goes. All right, I won't need much of it. So I'm just gonna do a little bead of this around the. Fuck! That's a bit much, man. That's I can't be squeezing on it this hard. Well, all right, hold on. Let me wipe this off in the garbage can. Okay. I think this tube is kind of shot. I think it's just too clogged up. Let me try one more time. Let me try to unclog it one more time. What I didn't do is like swirl this around a little bit. Let's try. Let's actually try a little bit. How about that? We'll actually try a little bit. All right. So let's see if that did it. Hold on. Let me get this. Gotta clean off this little safety pin. Oh my God. All right. Cleaned off the safety pin. Important stuff going on here. Important stuff, friends. Okay. I'm just gonna leave this safety pin like just all stabby. It's a terrible idea. Let's put it over here. All right, let's see if this fixed it. Nope. Luckily, when I bought this Bondic, they gave me an extra little thing of the glue. Hopefully this is not also clogged. Oh God, it's a big ass applicator of the glue. Shit. This is gonna be a mess. don't know if there's anything in there. Hold on. Jesus Christ. The UV got into the tube, Brandon Speakman says. Alright. No, this is either empty or like all of the glue is on the side or on the bottom or something. Oh boy. Hold on. I'm squeezing the shit out of it to try to get it to... Nah, man, I think this is actually empty. Alright, apparently I need more. It's called Bondic, right? Somebody check me on that. I'm pretty sure it's called Bondic. This is called Visbella UV glue. Yeah, no, this is empty. Shitballs. Well, maybe I'm not going to prep this. Bondic, that's it. B-O-N space D-I-C-K. I mean, there is some in here. Come out! Able to get a little bit of it out at a time, but boy, oh boy, this is gonna be ugly. Hold on. So let's just go. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I don't need a lot of it. I just need it to like make that angle between the plastic and the PDB. And like what I just did is probably enough. Like just having one little bit of it is probably enough, but I can't leave well enough alone, so I'm going to continue to struggle with this. There is some coming out. We're going to be okay. If you do this, make really sure that you don't get this shit on the lens of the camera, because it will just ruin it. I think that goes without saying, but I almost just got it on the lens of the camera, so I figured I would mention that. All right. Here we go. A little bit more. It's actually coming out better and better. Okay. And then the fourth side here. Also try to keep it away from the mounting holes up in the corners, because you're going to need to put screws in those to mount this up to your Mobulus 6 canopy. All right, there we go. So there we have it. The Bondic is on there. I'm going to leave this out so that I don't forget to buy more. And then you just use the little UV light here to cure it up. And it works incredibly quick. Like I said, though, it doesn't fully cure it. You got to give it some time for that. A couple hours, maybe even overnight. But this is going to cure it enough that it's not going to be all sticky and tacky. So I can continue working with this thing. So just be patient. I like to just hold it like absolutely as close as I possibly can, because the dinky little LED light that they give you on here is not all that great. I used to have a really strong UV flashlight, but I let Azalea borrow it and haven't seen it since, which is okay. She was using it to shine up on the little plastic stars up on her ceiling. I was like, oh, that's cool. It's a much better use for it than what I'm using it for. All right, so yeah, I'm going to leave this out as a little reminder. Bondic Pro UV Resin Kit Liquid Plastic Welding Kit, Bob Bruce says. I'm assuming that's what you can search on Amazon to find this stuff. Thank you, brother. You could probably just search for like UV glue, and that'll probably find it as well. So, yeah, this is good to go. I can touch it, and it doesn't, like, it didn't pull. It's still got couple little stringies from just me pulling it off of the, yeah, there's a couple stringies, but that's okay. All right. So this is a replacement RunCam Nano 3. What time is it? 10:45. We still got a little bit of time. this is going to replace this one in here that has had the lens ripped off unceremoniously by me. So what we're going to do, take this canopy, we're going to unscrew the side bits, and then we're going to pop out the little piece that they give you to mount the camera. You can actually leave these screws in the actual canopy. Screw it back in a little bit. That's going to make it easier to remount the camera when you're ready. Unscrew them enough that the little piece comes out, but actually leave them in there. It's going to make your life a little bit easier. So now you can take this piece out, and when you look in there, you want just a little bit of these screws to be poking through. See there? And then this one is backed out a little bit too far. Let's screw this one back in a little bit. And there you go. Just want like a little bit of it showing. All right. Now, this is just trash. But we need to take this little plastic backing piece off here. This is not part of the camera. This is part of the canopy. So we're going to do that with the 2 screws on the front here. And when you buy these canopies, if that sensor wasn't dead, it certainly is now. I just scratched the screwdriver across it. When you buy these Mobula 6 canopies, they should come with these screws and this backing piece. If they don't, I hope you've got another Mobula 6 canopy that you can steal it off of, because you're going to need it. All right, cool. So this is trash. I am going to cut this. I'm actually going to do it right now. There we go. Cool. This does have some value. This works totally fine, but without the lens, and even if you put the lens back on it, it'll never be focused again, and the lens is not focusable. So for all intents and purposes, not for all intensive purposes, for all intensive purposes doesn't make any sense. Those are words that together do not belong. So don't say that. Because if you say it, someone within earshot will hear you and go, oh my God, what an idiot. And we don't want that. You know, we don't want that. No reason for that. All right. So we're going to take a couple of these little screw boys and we're going to put them on in here. All right. So they go up in the corner. One goes up in the corner, I should say. Well, they both go in the corners. Oh, and the Bondic is not quite, it is just still a little bit tacky. It just got a little bit on me there, but that's okay. I will survive. All right, so there we go. 2 screws, 1 in each corner. That holds the little plastic piece back on here. And that plastic piece is what you need to mount the camera up. I always forget where the camera plug goes, so let's take a look here. It plugs into the right side of the camera. So that means that when this thing is in here, it's going to go in there like that. Okay, so it's going to go like this. All right, so now you're going to take this canopy and you're just going to squeeze it to make it a little bit wider. And that's going to allow you to drop this thing in here and get the sides of that little mount that we just screwed on to line up with the screws that we left a little bit screwed into the actual canopy. And this canopy, it looks like, is an older one. Usually the screws are like threaded into the canopy a little bit. In this case, they're not, which makes it even more difficult. But as you can see, it's not that hard. As long as you do those steps, as long as you leave those screws in there and then you pinch it to make it wider and then drop this in, get it mounted on the screws, and then very gently screw the screws back in, you're going to be okay. If you don't do that exact method, you're going to scream, and it's just going to be a super annoying process getting this thing in here. So, yeah, do it the right way, or else. We're good. That's what broke on this rig. I am going to change these motors out, but not tonight. Tonight, I'm just going to drop this canopy back on. I seem to have lost one of these screws. That's super annoying. Is it on one of the motors? I don't think so. Oh, wait. No, this is the wrong frame. This is going into a different frame. 9 minutes before 11. Oh, wait. No, we're good. We're good. Since it's moving frames, I can just go like this and unplug the motors and just leave the motors in this Meteor 65 frame. Old school Meteor 65 frame. Fat Meteor 65 frame. So let's get that going here. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy, I pulled on that one a little bit. That was reckless and stupid. There we go. Those are out. Use a screwdriver to push the AIO out of here. Okay. Struggle a little bit to get the BT2.0 through, as we always do. Come on. Come on, little buddy. Get out of there. Get out of there. Okay, awesome. Let's rob this last little grommet. All right, so this can just kind of hang out and wait for the next time that I want to show you guys how amazing 603s perform. I will say that they don't, at 30,000 kV, the 603s don't really outperform the 702s. It's cool that you can run tri-blades on them, and boy oh boy does it make a lot of thrust, but they're still heavier, and I don't like them as much as the 702 motors at the higher KVs. So I forget which direction. All right, so this is skewed back this way. So this is the battery plug is gonna go towards. The battery plug is gonna go on the side of this little triangle, in order for the motor to sit back. I'm sorry, the battery to sit back a little bit farther, which is what you want. All right. Grommets are on. Let's drop this down onto the posts. Okay. Got it. And then we've got the front screw. This is one of the older Meteor 65 canopies, as I said earlier. The reason that matters is that it only has 3 screw mounting positions. So this front screw is just able to be put in right now, and now I can take it back out because I don't have the camera plugged in, and you have to do that before you put any of these screws in. I don't think I've ever remembered to do that. I think that 100% of the time I've forgotten about that. On many frames, the triangle is at the front, but on this one, it is not. The way that the battery bay has been positioned on this frame, you want that triangle to be rearward. All right, so let's get this guy plugged in here. Okay, I might need to uncoil these wires a little bit, but I'm at least going to try. Okay, I'm trying to plug that in backwards. Careful plugging it in backwards. It's an easy way to bend the pins. And boy, oh boy, are those pins a bastard to bend back straight. Oh, God. Sometimes you just can't even do it. Sometimes it's just game over if you bend pins in one of these stupid Molex connectors or whatever the hell they're called. All right. So we got this guy now we can drop this AIO back down on the posts here. Hopefully the grommets will stay on. Oh, good to go. All right, cool. And so now we can put this front screw back in here. All right. Okay, we're there. This goes here, that goes there. I gotta find one more screw. I don't know where the hell the other canopy screw went. I'm sure it's on the floor waiting to jab itself into my foot. All right. That one. And here's the other. All right, awesome. Let me actually look over here. It might just be sitting over here. It's not. What the hell? Is it on one of these motors? It is not. Strange. Wonder where it went. Okay. Do I have an extra one of those? Of course not. All right. We're gonna have to go into the bag of Happy Model screws. Come on. Be one of the first ones that falls out. No, it's gonna be one of the last ones that falls out. Please! There it is. There's one. And it is this. You can always tell because they're like the only screws that are conical. The conical head sits flat in the canopy. On the canopy. Against the canopy. Ah! Just dropped a shitload of these screws directly into the top of this build. Okay. All right, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. All right. Got that last one here, and canopy is officially mounted up. All right, cool. So, it's 10:58. We're going to dive into the giveaways, and then maybe after the giveaways, I can bolt the motors down. Maybe not. I should really do that, BT 2.0. But there we go. This is ready for motors. The motor screws are actually in the frame, so it's really absolutely ready to go. But after the giveaways, I think we're going to jump back into this thing, and I want to show you guys, again, how to do the super secret, ultra lightweight BT 2.0 soldering method. But first, we are going to do 4 monthly giveaways for November. Let's just get this over here. That's, I guess, can hang out there. Oh, look, I found the extra screw. There it was! Now I can put it back into the little clip clop. Can't believe it was right there. What's happening? What's up, Bob Noxious? How are you, man? I gotta get caught up on chat. I did a terrible job of staying up on chat in the last 10 minutes. So hang on a second. Longer than 10 minutes. Last half hour. Should have been 10 minutes, but I is slow. All right, yo. This UV glue out of here. That's the Cross Happy Model giveaways, my friends. First giveaway is, wait, no, hold on. I have to do all the things. Hey, this is my full-time job. CiottiFPV.com is my website where there's a million ways that you can support me. The only way that I've been able to do this is by you beautiful bastards jumping onto the Patreon. I should have mentioned this earlier, but yeah, 3 of the 4 giveaways tonight are for patrons. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to join the Patreon if you want to get in on 1 or 3 of the giveaways. You're going to go to CiottiFPV.com and you're going to click the Patreon button here. And then there's a $5 tier that's going to enter you to win Tiny Whoop and toothpick parts. There's a $10 tier. These are monthly. There's a $10 tier, which is going to enter you to win 3-inch micro brushless parts or Cinewhoop parts. There is a $20 a month tier, which will enter you to win 5-inch parts. And then there's a $30 and up tiers. Those will enter you to win all 3. So if you only fly Tiny Whoops, you can only enter to win Tiny Whoop stuff. If you only fly 5-inch rigs, you can only enter to win 5-inch parts. If you only fly Tiny Whoops, but you want to support me at $4 a month instead of $3 a month, I'm sorry, $6 a month instead of $5 a month, you can do that. You can change your donation amount, but then stay on a lower tier. So yeah, you can do that if you'd like. But yeah, for $1 a day, the $30 a month tier, that'll enter you to win everything if you fly all the things, and or you just want to be a super supporter and keep this boat afloat. So yeah, there's that. But over on CiottiFPV.com, Patreon is certainly what helps me the most. There are other ways that you can support me. Over on Etsy and Teespring, there's some fun stuff you can buy. Over on Fiverr, you can work one-on-one with me, take advantage of almost 8 years of FPV experience so that you stop buying the wrong stuff that catches on fire or flies like ass. PayPal, if you want to support me directly without doing a super chat, because YouTube takes 30%. And then all these affiliate links. Someone has an affiliate link to damn near every website there is. So if you're ordering something on the internet, try to find somebody's affiliate link before you check out. I have them for We Bleed, Newbie Drone, FPV Cycle, Amazon, Get FPV, Oh My God, Brain 3D, HDZero, Flywoo, Emacs, Banggood, Camera Butter, and AliExpress. All you got to do is click the link at any point before you check out, and my Ciotti FPV info will go into your shopping cart, and I will get 1 to 6% of your entire order. It makes a huge difference, and it's free money. Bunch of fun stuff down the bottom of the page, too, that might make you laugh. That's how you support me so that we can keep this thing going. Real quick, let me take a look at chat. Kevin Sumner says, don't forget to hit Ciotti's Amazon link before you check out for your Bondic. Before you buy your Bondic. Cole Power says, resin going to shoot out like a ketchup bottle. Yeah, I'm always worried about that. CMYK dropping the CiottiFPV.com link. Thank you, dude. Brandon's McBeans dropping the Patreon link. Thank you, dude. Scotty Curtis says, if it makes you feel better, I deal with the FAA from a full-size airplane standpoint, and they're way more dumb in that field. Jesus, they're bad. Oh, boy. Sleepy CBR says, with narcolepsy, I often get upset because I'm too sleepy to fly, so I need motivation to continue. Fair enough. And I feel you on not being able to sleep, brother. Boy, do I ever. Denzel the Terrible says, hello, CiottiFPV. I've never been diagnosed, but it's pretty obvious that... wait, no, what... narcolepsy is that falling asleep at random? I forget. Right. Narcolepsy is the impaired sleep cycle. Got it. Where are we at here? Off Axis says, is that the new Bi-Blade Whoop from Ops FPV? No. What are you talking about? Who's Ops FPV? And Bi-Blade Whoop? What are you talking about, Off Axis? Scurdy Curtis says, just a reminder, building is just a part of flying, not the other way around. We just built to fly. LOL. Gamma Gonad says, I do the same thing as you were going to do. I use the V1 goggles for Vistas and Analog, V2s for O3s. Rebinding is too much of a pain in the ass, plus I have both, so why not use them? Yeah, for sure. Thanks again, Sleepy CBR, Mr. Blue Sky, and Metal Dirtskin for the super generous super chats. Lauren Walters says, for 0702 26,000 kV motors, would you use Bi-Blade or Tri-Blade? Try both. I really only like the 702s on Bi-Blades, but at 26,000 kV, get the Gemfan 1208 Tri-Blades. Those are really the only ones that are light enough for a 702. And yeah, try either one of them. The Tri-Blades, you might get a little bit more thrust, but the flight characteristics, the prop wash handling, stuff like that is not going to be quite as good because they're heavier and more draggy. The Bi-Blades are going to give you more efficiency, potentially a little bit less thrust, and better flight characteristics because they're lighter. They're gonna be able to spin up and down faster. But just get both. It'll cost you like $8 for a set of the GemFan biblades and a set of the GemFan tri-blades. 1208 tri-blades is the ones you want. Brandon's Big Bean says there's a package in W2F that gives you persistent bind, but it's only on the W2F side. The DJI 03 side, you got to bind a single unit. It's not a big deal. Just carry a paper clip. That'll just drive me nuts, though. Even without that package, it's only a single vista that you would have to bind. Oh, okay. I like that. But like I said, you don't even need to worry about that much. Interesting. Kevin Sumner says, so what you're saying is DJI needs binding phrase like ELRS. Oh my God, that would be so nice. Braves McBean says, also, if you have a broken bind... Oh, wow, it's true. I do have... One of the Vistas does have a broken bind button. If you have a broken bind button, just bridge the back and front pad on either side of the bind button on the Vista, and it will bind. Good to know. I assume that I did that on that one Vista to get it bound the first time, and I just... Man, it's been a while. Okay. YouTube, fix your shit, please. YouTube, fix your goddamn chat. Okay. Here we go. Kevin Sumner says, did you see the dudes that ran the Big Board Ape NFT meetup didn't use UV filters on their lights, and folks have eye damage because of it? Oh my God. Oh, I don't even know what Big Board Ape NFT is. Hold on. But you do have to be careful with UV lights because our eyes don't really see UV. We won't close our eyes. If a really powerful UV light shines you right in the face, you will not close your eyes because UV is a part of the light spectrum that our, I guess, cones and rods, it would be, are not, like, you can still kind of see it, but they're not sensitive to it, but it can still hurt them. Wow. Bored Ape Yacht Club. Wow. So they blinded a bunch of people. Well, not blinded, but damaged a bunch of people's vision. Oh, boy. Big Bored Ape NFT UV. Let's do that. 3D event celebrating eye and skin irritation. Oh my God. Wow. Oh, shit, it burned their skin? What the hell? 10 hours ago. Wow. Wow. Jesus. Oh my God. 3 a.m. woke up, eyes burning. I could barely open them. What? Wow, whole skin is burned. Need to go to the hospital? Oh my God. What the hell? Still cannot see normally? Whoa. Oh my God. That's brutal. Oh man. I mean, you know, it sounds like they got yachts and stuff. It sounds like they got plenty of money. So I'm sure that they'll cover all of the medical bills of all the people that got hurt. I'm sure they will. People that have lots of money are always willing to share it and be kind to other humans. Always. Well, how do you think we got so rich? People should be shotgunned sometimes. Gage Stays Fly says, good evening. Curtis Hayes says, for greater than or even less than 5-inch, what's your opinion on RaceWire? I love RaceWire. I try to put it on everything. I've never had a RaceWire fail. And it makes swapping motors so much easier. So like, yeah, I put race wires on absolutely everything that there's enough room on the arms for it to go on. So basically everything other than tiny whoops. I actually like race wires so much that I use LED race wires. Again, I've never had one fail, and it is really nice to have LEDs on the arms of these rigs. If you're flying at night, it pretty much, yeah, like it covers the whole 3 statute mile thing, in my opinion, because they're really bright. And if you don't want them, you just take a little strip of black electric tape and just wrap it right around the arm, and now your race wire LED arm lights are turned off. Because yeah, one layer of black electric tape is enough. It will not shine through that. Kiz Bartlett says, "Isn't this right?" Oh, no, we got that. Gage Stays Fly says, "Love the video with the XT30 struggle the other day. I thought I was the only one. No, man, everything's a struggle." Gage Stays Fly says, "I already killed the marmot." Well, now you can move on to something better. So, yeah. Greenhorn says, right in front of you, "Could you guys really see it?" Fuck you. God damn it. I didn't have the chat current, so I didn't see you guys typing that. Cole Powers says, "If the Molex pin bends too badly, you can desolder it, wire it directly, and make it even lighter and horrific to maintain." Indeed you can. Bob Noxious says, "Hello." Kevin Sumner dropping the CiottiFPV.com link. Thank you, dude. Adam Weston says, "Just upgraded to Whoop on Patreon, but it's past my bedtime. I'll know if I win in the morning." You will indeed. Bob Noxious says, "You better have me in all the giveaways." I will double check. Kevin Sumner says, "Bored Ape / UV article." His link is to The Guardian. You guys should click it. That's crazy. All right, cool. I'm caught up on chat. And I give you guys 12 minutes to join the Patreon. So I have some things that I need to do to get the giveaways organized, since I give you guys all this time. Over on the Discord, in the Patreon only section, is a channel called the Video Collective. In the Video Collective, you can post your flying and your edits, and I will pick 3 of them before these giveaways to play. The first one is going to be Red HLG, Northern Ohio, Fall 2023. Okay, I just clicked the wrong button because I'm an idiot. Let's try this again. All right, there we go. I do mute these, and I put my own music on them just to make sure that we're all copyright free. We've got Safe Zone FPV. He uploaded 2. I'm going to play the second one, which is called Rippin' Sunday, because there's probably more flying in that. All right. And then the third one's going to be McShaky FPV. I paused you. I don't know why you're not staying paused. McShaky FPV with ELRS with analog sucks. All right, cool. I'm assuming he's going to outrun his analog range. All right. All right. All right. All right. Here we go. That's good to go. I need to open this up here. Oops. Nope. FPV raffle. There we go. Okay. Here's this. I need this over here. Let me just refresh a bunch of these tabs. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Good to go. I declare a thumb war. I see you in here, Great Scott. Thanks for joining the Patreon, brother. Much appreciated. All right, people. Here we go. I'm going to play a couple of these flight videos. I'm going to give you a little bit of music. Here's the link to the first flight video. And away we go. Wait, no. I got to get some music going. Hold on. No. West Coast hip hop, eh? Let's do some K-pop instead. There we go. All right, we're back.
long way home at a split road. Gotta make a choice, do I sober up? Am I trying to keep it going to be continued, or am I trying to lose? Gonna keep moving now. I don't think I wanna leave at a tough week. Gotta realize this is what I need. Still got the time to be counting sheep. It's too late, I'm in too deep. Don't wanna contemplate, overcomplicate this. And I made my choice, wanna see what's going on. I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, I'll be there. I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, just tell me when. Just tell me when. Ay, oh no. 머뭇거릴 시간 없어. 필수적인 this is my only answer. Yeah, my body keeps telling me go. Wanna be stacking towers from downtown. I'll be on a roll. 머릿속엔 it's a rush hour. This, that, overtime, champagne shower. Step back, skip lines, yeah, I'm never going cold. 어디 가야 해, 알려줘. Don't wanna contemplate, overcomplicate this. And I made my choice, wanna see what's going on. I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, I'll be there. I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, just tell me when. Just tell me when. Once I get the ID, taxi 타 생각 없이. On my way, my ETA is ASAP. No way I'ma miss this. Pool party time to get lit. About to go down, 마지막인 것처럼. Where we tryna go? 주소 보내줘. Where we tryna go? 빨리 보내. Oh shoot. Okay, I got it. I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, I'll be there. I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, just tell me when. Just tell me when. Just tell me when. I'll be there, just tell me when. Just tell me when.
All right, friends. Thanks for hanging in there. We got this all set up. Fourth giveaway is going to be for anyone. By the way, I'm getting bad at these. Only doing these once a month, I like forget to tell you guys all the rules. Yeah, the fourth giveaway is open to everybody. It's Super Chat and PayPal based. It's $5 per ticket. You got to wait though until I say ready go. Well, actually, like if you want to jump in now, it's fine. Nah, hold on. Just wait. I want to show you what you're playing for first. Cool. So yeah, let's do the. We're gonna do the 3 Patreon giveaways first. Adam Weston says, by the way, my real name is Red HLG. No idea why they don't match on chat. I don't either. Bob Noxious says, follow the CiottiFPV.com link. There's a Patreon button. Safe Zone FPV says, thank you much, sir. You're certainly welcome. First up is the Tiny Whoop and Toothpick tier. And somebody, I didn't realize that you guys hadn't seen these, but these are the mailers that go out. This artwork was very kindly done by CiottiFPV, and it's just the coolest fucking thing in the world. So yeah, if you win, this is what'll show up in the mail. Isn't that cool? CMYK is just mastered. So, here's what you're going to get on the $5 a month tier. Here's what you're playing for, I should say. We've got a whole bunch of random fun stuff. We Bleed FPV card, summer newbie drone sticker sheet, Whooptopia, you know what that is. Bing Bong Fuck Your Life from CMYK FPV, little coaster action, Fly Tribe sticker, We Bleed FPV holographic sticker, very cool one. Brain 3D holographic. Whole bunch more We Bleed FPV stickers. Salt Lake City, We Bleed Loves Friends, their jersey, and then Broken Prop Crew sticker as well. A couple of soldering sponges, and then we've got the very cool rubberized We Bleed FPV magnet, and the We Bleed FPV very cool little tin, which is filled with Band-Aids, but once you use all the Band-Aids, or if you yank the Band-Aids out, this is awesome for batteries or any other cool stuff. It's got the We Bleed little blood drop and little tiny whoop pictures all over it. Very cool. Full set of the Gemfan Tri-Blade Meteor 65 Pro propellers. The slightly bigger ones. They're like 1.3 inches instead of 1.2. We've got a full set of the Gemfan 1.6 inch quad blades, the 1609s. And then we've got the little OVX 300 VTX. This is what I had on my race build before I turned it into the walk snail build. So this is a really good little, if you're going to build a hardcore race tiny whoop, you're going to do a cross style AIO that does not have a VTX built in, and you're going to run an external VTX like this one. And then the big one for this tier is, they're not V2, ignore that V2. These are the We Bleed FPV. Are they? They are. They're the We Bleed FPV Gore 702 28,500 kV motors. These are what I use on the cinematic rig for a little bit of extra throttle resolution. But for most people, 30,000 and up kV is a bit much. So these are probably just about the right kV for people that aren't going to fly thousands of Tiny Whoop batteries. So yeah, that is our Tiny Whoop giveaway. Let's dive in here and blow away all of the tickets but one. Ready, friends? The goat is now on the wrong side. Mad tickets are being blown away. One shall remain. Free Lojo's on the bottom right, hanging in. Sugary OD to the right of him. Demo FPV on the top right corner. Oh boy, a whole bunch just got blown away at once. Adam Cable, you have won. Congratulations, brother. I'm gonna write your info down on here and send you some stuff. Where's the marker? There it is. Adam Cable, getting it done. BLE, very cool. All right, next up is the 3-inch micro brushless and Cinewhoop tier. Should be this one here. Yes, it is. And it is a prop explosion on this one. Whole bunch of Cinewhoop props, actually. Bunch of other fun stuff. Couple of sponges. Pretty much the same setup of stickers. I'm just going to throw these stickers in here. Although there is a True RC sticker that's getting thrown in here. Bing Bong F Ya Life. Fly Tribe. All right. Prop explosion. We've got a full set of the 3.5-inch tri-blade Cinewhoop propellers with the M5 mount hole from Gemfan. Not to be left out, we've got a set of the same thing, but with the T-mount holes in them from Gemfan. And then we've got, what is this? Two sets. Two full sets. One set of the Gemfan 3520s in Smoke Crotch Gray, and then one set of the Gemfan 3520s in CiottiFPV Purple. And then we've got a very cool little stubby antenna with Day of the Dead-ish artwork on it. It's not actually Day of the Dead artwork, but you guys know exactly what I mean. What's it called? Sugar Skull? Yeah, Sugar Skull artwork on it. We've got a Flywoo Goku 20x20 VTX with a little SMA hookup on it. And then we've got a Foxeer Predator Nano FPV camera, analog FPV camera. This is one of my favorite analog FPV cameras. This is my favorite for not night camera. This is my favorite non-night camera for analog. There we go. Boy, oh boy. When I'm dealing with like anxiety or depression, man, my brain does not work right. It is kind of absurd. Here we go. This is all the beautiful people on that tier. All will be blown away, but one. Aaron FPV, bottom hanging in. Eon 1 being blown away before my very eyes on the left. Frank Bernhard is hanging in here. Ooh, he's sticking till the end. Kevin James is right up here by motor number 2, but he got blown away at the last second, and Jesse Garcia remained. Congratulations, Jesse, you have won. Jesse, whoops, Garcia. Can I read that? Yeah, I can read that. Congrats, Jesse. I'll send you some stuff, my friend. Next up, we've got the 5-inch tier. Another prop explosion, but some other fun stuff in here as well, as usual. Here we go. It's dumped out. And, okay. So, we've got sponges, stickers, Bing Bong, Fly Tribe, Brain 3D, and a set of white Rotor Riot landing skids. I was going to take them out of that bag, but that's fine. Newbie drone, very cool battery strap with the stickiest, rubberiest thing ever. Part area ever. Oh man, brain. Come back to me, brain. This is a BN220. I don't know. It's a GPS module. There's a number on the GPS module. I don't know which GPS module it is. It says BN220. Maybe that tells you something. It's a GPS module. We've got a set of the Foxier donut props. You know you want to try them. We've got 2, maybe 3 sets of these really fun GemFan 5152. That's right, 5152. These props will go a million miles an hour. You're going to love my prop nuts. See what I did there? See what I... This is a set of the GemFan 5136s. I've heard really good things about these. And then we've got 3 sets of my favorite freestyle props of all time, the GemFan 5143 threes in both Smoke Crotch Gray and CiottiFPV Purple. And last but not least, we've got a Crossfire Nano with a Immortal T. So that is your 5-inch tier giveaway. Let me get that list up here. There we have it. These are all the beautiful people on that tier as well as the $30 a month tier. Let's do it. RT McKinney, top left. Wesley Clark, top middle. Frank Bernhard, all the way off on the right. Wow, it's all happening at once. P. Richard Scott off on the left. He's hanging in. Oh, nope, he's gone. 2 tickets. I can't even see this one. Wesley Clark wins. Did he win one already? No, he did not. Wesley Clark, congratulations, brother. You've got a whole bunch of propellers. You're going to be busy trying all these out. I know you're going to try these donut props first. I still haven't run them. I'm bad. Wesley Clark. All right, as of now, the Super Chat and PayPal giveaway begins. Here's what you're playing for. It's $5 a ticket. You can buy as many tickets as you want. You can do Super Chats or PayPal payments. I got to open up my email, actually, to look at the PayPals. There we go. All right, cool. Here's what you're playing for, friends. There is a ton of stuff in here. These you will pretty much never be able to get again. These are Rotor Riot Rampage specific GemFan LED props. They've got the Rotor Riot logo on one blade, and then I guess there is no Rampage logo. It's just the Rotor Riot logo in purple. Yeah, these were giveaways at the very first Rampage, I want to say. And then there have been a couple more sets floating around, but at the most recent Rampage, I don't think I saw any of these. So, yeah, this is a set of the LED props with the purple Rotor Riot logo on them. Cannot get them. Limited edition, never before or ever again. Luminaire Paraguard 6-port balance board. with nice long cables. Look at these nice long floppy cables. You'll be able to get this way far away from your charger. And then we've got a power supply for the gangly fan. Gangly fan's coming in a minute. Not one, but two little spools of wire braid. You need that for removing solder. We've got an excellent little screw kit that might come in handy for your tiny whoop builds. This has M1.2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 in it, and a whole bunch of different lengths. We've got I'll show you the gangly fan last. That's the big ticket item in here. Fly Tribe magazine, little I don't know what this thing is. You know what this thing is. Somebody out there knows what this thing is. I think this goes on your keys, right? You snap this to your keys and this grab onto it. I just need to dump this out. There's just so much cool, fun, random stuff in here. There we go. All right, cool. So, bunch of the same stuff from the Tiny Whoop giveaway. We've got the Whooptopia card here. We've got the summer stickers from Tiny Whoop. Frequency card, Fly Tribe, We Bleed FPV magnet, We Bleed sticker, big sticker, Discord We Bleed sticker, Rotoride sticker. Look at that. You know you want that. I think they sell them for like $14 each. I always have a hard time pronouncing it. I don't know. I'm gonna get it wrong. Spark-eye ticket. FPV sticker. Zotac We Bleed sticker, a very cool one. Fat Strap sticker. Brain 3D. Bunch of We Bleed stickers. Holographic one. Broken Prop Crew. More We Bleed Levin. Salt Lake City Racing, which is what We Bleed used to be called. Bing Bong. Sponge Life. Little tiny set of tweezers. Look at this. Little to-go tweezers. To-go. Travel tweezers is what I meant to say. To-go tweezers. Great. Rotor Riot M5 prop hub nut. Hub? Prop nut wrench. Awesome little E6000 welder container with the finest tip you've ever seen. And really cool. In the cap, can't see it. In the cap, see it against my hair, just barely? There's a little like pin inside the cap that goes inside the little super tight applicator nozzle. Man, do I wish that all things had that little setup. It keeps the nozzle clear from clogging. And then, yeah, like I said, the gangly fan, the green gangly fan from Douglas Otwell. Very, very cool. With the little support piece. So you just have to take these 4 screws off, and then you can sneak this support piece in there to keep this from pushing down against the fan. And that is your Super Chat and PayPal based giveaway. $5 a ticket, PayPal or Super Chat, and you're gonna win all of these very cool things. I'm gonna have to repack this properly. This stuff barely fits in this envelope. All right, we're just gonna throw this here. No, hold on. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a couple of minutes to mull it over. Consider if it's worth 5 of your hard-earned dollars to enter, or 10 to enter twice, or 15 to enter 3 times, or 1,000 to win for sure. Can you imagine if somebody did like $100 super chat and then they didn't win? That would sting. That would sting. It would sting the nostrils. That's from, no, what's that from? You tell me what that's from. Bonus points if you know the company that makes the product that refers to. Get in the weeds with this one. All right. those there. So I didn't want to scratch up the gangly fan because the acrylic that Doug cut it out of is just gorgeous. That green acrylic is so cool looking. So I wanted to get the gangly fan in there just right so that it's safe. Look at all this stuff, yo. Lots of fun stuff coming at you. Right. 2 more minutes, friends. 2 more minutes. And then the wheel's getting spun. I gotta start putting people on the wheel. It's not a wheel. The tickets get blown away. All hell breaks loose. This needs to go down in there. Hey, by the way, if you win, if you ever win one of these, and there's stuff that you absolutely don't want or need, just let me know. I'll take it out and put them in with a future, with like somebody else's giveaway. A couple of you guys have done that lately, and I was like, oh shit, that's very cool of you. How the hell? This is not fitting in here all that well. I had it all in here. Not really sure how. All right. Get it. Yeah, I might need you to pick 1 or 2 things that you want, because I have no idea how I had this shit in here before. Always find a bigger thing. She said. Okay, so I need to come over here, and I need to do this, and I need to do this, and here we go. All right, let me do PayPal real quick. Jesus. Wesley, do you want me to keep this a secret, or do you want me to put you on the wheel with this? Sometimes when people are incredibly generous like this, they yeah. Let me know. Let me know, Wesley. Holy Christ, man. Thank you. Jesus. I'm gonna wait for Wesley to give me the okay in the chat. Frank Nicholas with a $25 PayPal. He's going on the wheel 5 times. Thank you, Frank. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And right. Good Lord, Wesley. Super generous. My God, man. Curtis Hayes with a $5 PayPal. He's going on the wheel. Oh. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Curtis Hayes the second, as a matter of fact. All right, you're on the wheel, brother. We've got... okay, so that's Curtis. Okay, that's good to go. And... Here we go. Mick Mucus. Double Deuce. Getting in with a $10 PayPal. He's going on the wheel 2 times. And... Oh, come on now. Just let me... Can't... I just want to highlight... Got it. There's that one. Okay, got it. All right. Mick, you are on the wheel 2 times, my friend. Thank you, brother. Oh, my God. Come on. There we go. Okay. And then a little bit of Metal Dirtskin. He says, with a $25 PayPal, thank you, brother. 3 for me, 1 for Bob Noxious, 1 for Danzilla the Terrible. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm going to copy this whole chunk of text. And then, okay, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then we got a little bit of Obnoxious. And then we got a little bit of Denzel the Terrible. Awesome. Cool. That is me caught up. Nope, not quite. Jeez. Okay. Okay. All right, hold on. Wesley Clark, where are you at on there he is. Wesley, I want to make sure that you're cool. Yeah, Wesley, you're cool. Wesley sent a $200 PayPal. Dude, thank you. Holy Christ. He says, in for the fan, can't use the propeller, only flying whoops, appreciate all the valuable info. Dude, thank you so much, Wesley. I'm going to put you on here the appropriate number of times. I don't even know what that is. I'm going to literally open the calculator up to do the math. That's 40 times. Good Lord. Thank you, dude. Holy crap. This button here is the wrong button. Here we go. Here we go. First time for everything, yo. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Dude, amazing. Thank you so much, brother. As many of you know, it does get a little slow with gigs towards the wintertime. This is incredibly helpful, as is the $150 PayPal that Kevin Sumner sent. He says, I missed last month. Have some extra 10 entries for Jay in the chat. Rest to your health. Who's Jay from chat. Fair enough. 10 entries for Jay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Guys, my God, thank you so much. Let me get the super chats going on here. 5 is. I do this math wrong. How did I do this I did this math wrong. Wesley Clark, I put you on here half as many times as I should have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wesley Clark, you go on here 40 times, not 20 times. My brain is just a wasteland of insanity. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. There we go. Now the math is right. Holy crap. What if Wesley Clark doesn't win? I mean, he's got some competition here with Jay. Jay is on here 10 times. This ought to be interesting. So 10, 5. So Kevin Sumner has donated $100 to the healthcare fund. Thank you so much, brother. Oh my God. 835 to 935. Bro. Incredible. Thank you guys all so much. I'm constantly humbled is not the right word. I'm the luckiest dude ever. McMucus says, are those skinny newbie drone stickers supposed to be duct band-aids? They're not. They're a little bit too big for that, but that would be hysterical. Zotek, if you're watching this, there's your next $1 million idea. Duct band-aids. Really skinny little stickers that are shaped like Weebly band-aids for the ducts. That's awesome. I love that. Okay. Let me get caught up on Super Chat. Skirty Curtis with a $5 Super Chat. Thank you so much, brother. You're going on the wheel. You're getting a ticket, I should say. Where are we at here? Okay. Skirty Curtis, you're in there. Thank you, dude. Jay with a $5 Super Chat. He says, in for an entry. Well, Jay, you're on here a whole bunch of times. Now you're on here one more time for your Super Chat. Very cool. That's your first Super Chat on live stream. What a celebration. Kevin Sumner celebrated the shit out of it. Denzel the Terrible with a $25 Super Chat. He says, one for me, one for Bob Noxious, one for Off Axis, one for Mr. Blue Sky. Here we go. Thank you, Danzilla. We've got one for him. One for Bob Noxious. One for Off Axis. And one for Mr. Blue Sky. There we go. Thank you, Danzilla. Bob Bruce with a $5 Super Chat. He says, one for me, sir. You got it, my friend. All right. Thank you, brother. Frank Nicholas, I got you. I'm going to go back and check the tags, but let me just hit the super chats first. Off Axis with a 5 Canadian Californian dollar super chat. He's going on the wheel. Thank you, brother. Hey, there it is. Blizzard with a 10 Canadian dollar super chat. He says, one for Danzilla, one for me. You got it, my friend. Danzilla's on there. And now you're on there as well. Thank you, Blizzard. All right, cool. I think we're good. Let me scroll up and see what you guys tagged me. Off Axis says, if you love FPV, join the monthly giveaways over at CiottiFPV.com. Thank you, dude. Metal Dixon says, is it Sparkite? Rhymes with architect? Sparkitect. Oh. Sparkitect. All right. I see. McBucas says PayPal. LOL for the tweezers and E6000. Frank Nicholas, I got you. Thank you, brother. Mr. Blue Sky says, I have enough builds. Send mine to Danzilla the Terrible. No, you're on there, whether you like it or not. Wesley Clark says, I appreciate the info in for the fan. Mutterson says, PayPal instructions included. Off Axis says, Sleepy CBR donated $5. I'll cover an entry if you haven't. Did I miss? It sounds like I missed Sleepy CBR on here, and I trust you guys, so I'm gonna throw Sleepy on here. There he is. All right, good deal. Off Axis says Denzel the Terrible has multiple tags in his payment. I thought I got him. Yes. I got him. Okay, good. Kevin Sumner says PayPal. Gotcha. Off Axis says this might need to recalculate. I think that's when my math was a complete nightmare. Jay says CiottiFPV is awesome, and I'm so glad I discovered this community. We are glad to have you, my friend. Cole Powers says, if only there was some kind of tape useful for repairing ducts. And then a PayPal just popped up. It is from SKT. Nope, I'm not going to read that because that is the beginning of your email address. I'm going to wait 1 second, and then I'll get another email with a different name for you that is not your email address. Come on, email. Come on. There it is. Scott Nunley. Thank you, brother. With a $10 PayPal. He's going on the wheel 2 times. Thank you, Scott. We are going to... It's slowed down enough where I think we're good to go. We got Scott on there once and twice. Guys, thank you so much. Scott FPV. There it is. PayPal times 2. Awesome. We are caught up. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Incredibly generous, as always. Yeah, wow. Incredible. So, look, these are all the names on here. Wesley Clark is the big dick and gorilla in the room with all kinds of entries, but Frank Nicholas has a bunch, and then Jay has a bunch as well, and then there's a whole bunch of oneers. In another David versus Goliath battle, let's see who wins. Wow, look at all those tickets. Holy Christ. This should be a good one, man. Where are all of Wesley Clark's tickets? Here. Boom, 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 boom. There. Look at it. It really does a good job mixing them up. Here we go, friends. Who shall win? The oneers or the 40-entry gorilla in the room, Wesley Clark? Let's see what happens. Holy cow. Here we go. Wesley is all over the place. We've got Mick Mucus here. We've got... Oh my god, it's... I was looking around, and I was like, yo, every single ticket says Wesley Clark. And it did indeed. Wesley, congratulations, brother. That's how you get yourself a Gangly fan right there. Dude, thank you so much. All of you. We've had a couple of David winners in the past of like the little oneers that win when there's like 20 tickets in there. This is the most lopsided it's ever been. Wesley really wanted that Gangly fan, and damn it, he got it for himself. Congratulations, brother. I'm gonna install the absolute least that I can do is install the little upgrade version 0.2 piece that Douglas Otwell sent me. So yeah, you won't have to put that in yourself. I'll take care of that for you. Although hold on, let me take it out as a reminder to do that, because yeah, if I forget to do that, I'm gonna feel like such a jerk. Here it is. Douglas Otwell, thank you so much for creating the gangly fan. What an awesome little thing. As a reminder, you can power this gangly fan. Like, you're gonna get the power supply, but you can power this from a barrel plug from a 3S or even a 2S goggle battery. 2S goggle battery will spin it kind of slow. 3S goggle battery will spin it regular speed because it's basically 12 volts. Yeah, this is the gangly fan designed by Douglas Otwell. Very, very cool. Keep your whoops from catching on fire when they're sitting around doing a whole lot of nothing. That doesn't make any sense. When they're plugged in and powered up on the bench is when you need to keep them whoops cool, as we all know. Or air units, you know, DJI stuff. Douglas Otwell, let me buy some. Are you willing to make a few more of these gangly fans? I want to buy them off you. Hit me with a price for 3 more gangly fans. And yeah, I want to start having these on every single one of these super chat giveaways because they're just awesome. CMYK did the artwork and sent them, and it's just, yeah, like, we all need to have one of these on our bench. Like, this is just super handy with, now that so many of these HD systems overheat, and now that we've got ELRS built into these tiny whoops that get really hot, and even like walk snail on some of these tiny whoops. If you're running walk snail on a tiny whoop on a light VTX without the heat shield, that shit overheats in like 20 something seconds. You need to have airflow on that thing. Don't let it cook what are they, like $80 for the walk snail VTX? Don't let that thing catch on fire. Keep it cool with your very own gangly fan, which you can only win by entering the giveaways at CiottiFPV.com. I don't know, you might be able to sweet talk Douglas into making you one. Damn, yo. What a, hold on. Woo, boy. I gotta write Wesley Clark's name down here. Although I won't forget. Wesley Clark. Awesome, brother. And hey, if there was anything in here that you really don't want, Wesley, let me know, and I'll take it out of the package for you. I'm gonna put this here, and then I'm gonna leave the gangly fan over here. As a reminder, it is 11:53. We can do like one more thing real quick. What's the one more thing that we're gonna do? Wesley Clark says, "Oh yeah, there he is, my man." Getting it one, come hell or high water. Off axis says rigged. All right, here we go. BT 2.0 with the quickness. BT 2.0, lightest weight way to wire up a BT 2.0 lead. So, key to the ultralight BT 2.0 lead is shortening these battery cables. These battery cables are pretty heavy. They're the heaviest cables in the entire build. So you want these battery cables to be as short as possible. Take your batteries that you run, put them all the way into the build. Come on. Get in there, you jerk. All right. Put them all the way into the build. Push it as far in as you normally do. Put the battery in the location that you usually run it. This is important. And now, that is how you're going to cut these wires to length. The whole point is that you're getting these wires as short as possible. The BT 2.0 lead is going to sit right here. And then these wires need a little bit of length. But, you guys can't see it. I got to show you on the close-up cam. All right, so there we go. All right, so you're going to take your wires, and the BT 2.0 lead is going to sit on this plug, right? And then the little prongs are going to come out here. So that's what you want to size this for. So run the wires up like this, hold them in place, and then you want to cut them a little bit long. So I would say like right around there. All right, that's a little bit of extra wire length. And now you've got the shortest possible amount of wire. Let's weigh this bit of wire that we just cut off here. I don't know why I just did that. I'm going to need to use that again. But it's fine. Jeez. That came apart really easily. This was soldered at T-Motor, and they did not do the best job in the world. They didn't do the worst job in the world either, but they certainly did not do the best job in the world. Here we go. Let's try this. Push it in real good, indeed. Douglas Atlas says we'll talk. Awesome. All right. Let's see what this bit of wire that I removed weighs from this build. This is exciting, man. I've been trying to get this build down in weight a little bit. Look at that, 0.2 of a gram. And that's without this extra little bit here. There we go. 0.23. 0.24. 0.24 of a gram we just removed from this build for nothing. Like, just by doing something smart. You know? No reason to not run your BT 2.0 lead like this, man. This wire just came apart. And I don't want these little individual strands floating around. So hang with me 1 second here. I just got to get this cleaned up. I made a fucking mess. Come on off of there, individual strands. God damn it. All right, another couple left here. And come on. Come on. Oh my God, they're like static to the plastic. I will say this, there are a bunch of, that was more than 8 strands. The wire that T-Motor used is like super multi-stranded. That's kind of interesting. I do like that. Gotta be honest. Okay, cool. So now we can get the battery out of here. Well, yeah, we'll get the battery out of here. I was going to say we could use the battery to hold the BT 2.0 plugs, but we don't want to do that. Do yourself a favor, only do this if you have the other side of the BT 2.0 plug, because otherwise you're going to probably ruin this BT 2.0 when you heat it up. Next is you want to take these pins and you want to rotate them so that the flat spots... I didn't realize I still had this camera on. You're going to take these pins and you're going to rotate them so that the flat spots of the pins are on the outside. This way you can solder the motor to the battery leads to the outside of this pin. So take your little magnification here and just look at the pins and you'll see what I mean. They have flat spots on them. Take those flat spots and rotate them outwards. Can't really do this on camera. So just bear with me here. When you get your BT 2.0 plug, you'll see exactly what I mean. The plug is round right at the base, and then they cut away like half of the plug so that you have a nice flat part that you can solder the wire onto. All right, cool. So now take the other part of the BT 2.0 and just put it in here. What this is doing is this is protecting those pins. When you get this really hot, it's going to transfer that heat into the plastic and it'll melt the plastic and these pins will shift around and then you'll never be able to get the motor plugged back in. So now we're going to take these wires and we're going to strip them. And you don't need to strip all that much because you're going to be coming in at a 45-degree angle on that plug. So there's not going to be a whole lot of contact patch, which is why you want to make sure that you've got that flat part facing out. You want to really use that flat part to give this some good strength. These BT 2.0 plugs on these Whoop batteries get yanked on, right? Because like the pins that Beta FPV chose to use have like concentric circles molded into them or something. It's really weird. So the plugs will very commonly not want to come unplugged from the battery. So you'll have to end up kind of yanking on it, which is a little creepy. So you want to make sure that you get this on here as solid as possible. All right, so now we're going to tin these wires, as we always do. Soldering iron on the bottom of the wire, and then you're going to feed the solder in from the top. All right, just like this. Hold on. Maybe this will focus. Okay. The smoke is the flux burning off. If you don't have any smoke, you don't have any flux left. Okay. Flux is basically petroleum. It transfers the heat very quickly, which is what you want. All right. That is now tinned. I love using this thermally resistive putty for this job. You take your BT 2.0 lead, put it in the corner like that. No, how do I usually do this? I guess I usually do it like that. Put it in an angle like that. Round is always ground. So the round side is towards us. We're going to do that first. And you can just kind of, here's the lid for it. Let's use the lid to prop the tiny whoop up a little bit. And then it's all prep, yo. You got to have your wires in the perfect position before you come in with the soldering iron. That's a nice little setup there. This is going to allow me to, oh good, it's nice and out of focus. Come on, you jerk. Please, please. There's so much contrast for you to focus on, Logitech. There's nothing but contrast for you to focus on. Wow! Is that so hard? It's going to go out of focus at some point, but here we go. Make sure you got the wire in the perfect position before you come in with the heat. Tip of the soldering iron should not be used to really move the wire around. It should just be applying heat. And here we go. So the way that we're soldering this on here might look a little weird, but we're doing it so that we can shorten this cable up as much as possible. I'm doing a bad job of this. Problem I'm having is I can't see what I'm doing. I don't have my nerd goggles on, so hold on a second. I'm basically doing this blind. It's just a big fuzzy mess. Okay, so since we're into reworkville, I've already gotten it pretty hot. I'm going to put some extra flux on here. And we're going to go again. All right, but this time I'll be able to see what the hell I'm doing. Get the wire going here. All right, let's try this again. Okay, so this plug is moving all around. I don't have it seated in there. You know, I also realized that I forgot to clean. I need to clean off the prongs. These prongs both still have a bunch of those little strands of wire on them. So hold on. I need to heat these prongs up and then pull. Ouch! Fuck. Transfers heat up the battery lead really quickly to the pins on the other side, which I was touching. All right, so I need to do that, and then I need to do the same thing on this side. Heat the solder up, and then just pull the strands of wire off of there. Now we're talking. All right, cool. And now while I'm at it, I might as well tin these little leads a little bit. So we're going to stab it into the putty, and then we're going to come in with some fresh solder, just a little bit, and transfer a little bit onto that one. And then same thing over here. Awesome. There we go. Now we've got some fresh leaded solder on this plug. Now I'm going to take this plug again and burn the shit out of myself. That's important. I'm just going to lift up some of this thermally reactive putty here on the side so that I can take this guy and really stab it in there to make sure that it's being held firmly. All right. There we go. Much, much, much better. We've got fresh leaded solder on both the wire and the plug now, and we don't have all of the garbage on the plug. One of those little strands of wire actually transferred over here. So I need to kind of get that off. Okay, that should be good. But let me just put a tiny little bit more fresh solder. It looks like some of that unleaded solder transferred. Oh, we don't want that. There we go. Okay. Good deal. So now round is ground. We're going to do that one first. Get it into position. You want it coming in at a 45-degree angle. Here we go. This is not the easiest thing in the world to do, truth be told. And I screwed it up. You got to get it like at enough of an angle, but not too much of an angle. If that makes any sense. There we go. Awesome. And while I'm here, I'm just going to grab the positive lead, and I might be able to just sneak it right on there. Now, I got to grab it a little bit better. Hold on. You guys are really not going to be able to see what I'm doing on this one, but I'm doing the exact same thing as I just did. All right, so I'm running into an issue where the positive lead is a little bit shorter. So it's wanting to move the plug. Fuck, I hate when I do that. You want to do the shorter one first if you notice that's happening. Okay, let's try. I think I'm going to be okay. Yeah. Come on, buddy. Come on. Cooperate. Please cooperate. Ah! All right. Yeah, see, so like when I move it, the plug goes with it. So we need to push back and put a little bit of an angle in the a little bit of a bend in the black wire. Yeah, you'll figure it out. You've probably all dealt with this before. And just remember that you need to have the wire like in the perfect position before you bring the heat in. There we go. It's exactly where I want it. The plug is kind of moving around, so this is kind of stupid to do it this way, but maybe I can just sneak it on there. Got away with it. Good to go. I don't like how much solder is on this ground plug though. So I'm going to use this, just a tiny little bit of this solder wick to remove just a little bit of the excess solder on here, and it'll probably, the plug will probably let go and I'll have to do it again, but that's okay. I just don't want to have this big lump of solder here. God damn it. Let me try it without the solder wick. It's just everything's moving around. Fuck. Come on. Okay. I'm going to try to hold the wire in position and just pick up some of the solder. Solder travels towards the heat. So if I pinch both of these wires like this, I might be able to come on here, heat, and then just lift it away. And it's going to take just a little bit of the solder on the tip of the soldering iron. And what's nice is I was actually unintentionally just now able to remove one of the strands of the individual wires from the other plug that was on here when it was soldered straight on. So that's good. Almost there. Almost. Come on. I just want to remove a little bit more. All right. Well, in the process of doing that, the wire has backed itself away. So now I really do have to rework it. I have to remove the wire and do it again because the wire has just shifted and it's not really on there quite good enough. So pull it off. The individual strands have started to kind of like fan out, which is not great. So yeah, let's figure this out. Still removing solder each time I touch it. Okay. So I'm just re-straightening the individual strands, which is really important because these two BT 2.0 pins are so close together. If you have like a rogue strand of wire, there's a good chance that it's going to try to bridge, and you don't want that. Okay, here we go. Pop it back on there. Got the angle, got the length. Exactly where I want it. And now there's almost not enough solder. I don't know where. Right, hold on. I'm just going to add a tiny little bit more solder and then we'll be good to go. Just a little bit. And of course I add too much. Take a little bit of it off. One side of the iron. Other side of the iron. There we go. Okay. There's a little bit of extra solder on the tip of the wire there. That's fine. As soon as I hit the wire with heat when it's on this pin, that little extra bit of solder will go away. It'll just pull itself right back. Okay. Push this back down in the stuff here. Wire is in a good position. Not quite right though. Hold on. Oh my god, it's so fiddly. There we go. That's where I want it. Bring in the heat. Let the whole thing melt. And then get the heat out of there. There it is. That's the one. Let it cool off. And now the last thing you're going to do is put a little piece of shrink wrap around this because, you know, when there's a battery plugged in here, these two leads are hot. So if a piece of metal goes in between them, it's going to short and explode. So, yeah, you want to get a little bit of shrimp wrap just to keep that from happening. So you're going to pull off the other side of the lead that you were using to keep these pins straight, and just find a little piece of shrimp wrap. And we're actually going to do this with the welder like we did last time to make sure that this shrink wrap stays on here. So just find a little piece that's just barely big enough. I like to actually use a piece that's not quite big enough so that it really grabs down. So we get like this piece. This is like nowhere near, not even close to, well, I guess it is close, but well, let's see. See if I can stretch this piece out big enough. All right, so come like this. Usually I use clear. Black this time though, for some reason. So just stretching the shrink wrap out a little bit. It's going to shrink back down to where it was in the first place, but you can stretch it out like that, and that'll make it grab even harder. And yeah, it's not even close to being big enough though. So we need to go one actual size up from that, which I don't have a little piece of. Let's go in here. And this is more than likely what I need. Don't need much. Just enough to go over the connector and the back part of the wire. This shrink wrap actually has adhesive on the inside, so I don't really need to do the little welder trick. Let's actually try. Let's see how this shrink wrap holds up without the welder on the inside. So you basically just pop it on here, just on the back of this thing, and just run it like a little bit of the way up the plug. You don't have to run it all the way up the plug. You want to leave enough of it hanging off that it's going to cover up those leads. So I actually wish I'd cut it a little bit longer, but we're going to be okay. Wow, the black lead is way longer than the red. I don't know what the hell happened there. Oh, that's really weird. Whatever, it's fine. All right. And here we go. Get this antenna the hell out of the way. And yeah, by using the right size, it'll really clamp down. And then what you can do is burn your fingers by just pinching the end of it there. And the shrink wrap with adhesive, you'll literally see the adhesive like glomping out of there. So yeah, just pinch that end off. And there you go. Now it's isolated. The pins are not isolated from each other. I mean, I guess you could put individual little pieces of shrimp on there, but yeah, they're not going anywhere. And there you have it. That is the lightest possible way of setting up a BT2.0. We could technically have lightened it up even more if I'd cut this black wire a little shorter. I don't know why the hell it's so long. That's really weird. But flat spot this way. Let's make sure that it works. Battery in. And now's when you find out that you made it a little bit too short. But luckily I can just push the battery a little bit farther in. And I still did make it a little bit too short. Wow. Fuck. It's that red wire that's killing me. The black wire is cut the right length. The red wire is too short, though. Well, that's a pain in the ass. It's not quite too short. It is too short. But technically, I can get it plugged in. So I'm probably going to leave it because I'm lazy. Eventually, I will rip this red wire out of there because it is a little bit too short. But until then, I'll just leave it alone. That's annoying. I knew I was cutting it close. I thought that I left just enough extra. Not quite, but it is just barely long enough. We'll keep it for the time being. Damn, that's annoying. Fart! It's like a half a millimeter too short. Damn. Oh well. That's life sometimes, yo. Sometimes you just come up a little short, you know? Alright, guys. Thanks for hanging. Jesus Christ. Thank you for the incredibly generous super chats tonight. My goodness. And PayPals. You guys are the real heroes here. Shitting hell. Bob Noxious says, your dad would say this is not NASA standards indeed. Alfaxa says a CiottiFPV calendar would be comical. All right, I think we're good to go. Thanks, friends. Kevin Sumner, I am indeed saying to push it real good. Thanks for hanging, people. I won't see you Wednesday, but I'll certainly see you on Friday. Maybe I'll do a Gran Turismo stream tomorrow or Thursday. We'll see. I don't know what's going on this week. It's crazy. Thanks for playing, friends. I will see you Friday. Here comes a little bit more flying. And yeah, be good. Do something cool for somebody that you don't know. What do you think of that? This is the Tiny Lifter with the Insta360 Go 2. Have an awesome rest of your week. See you on Friday. New releases. Oh, come on, Epidemic Sound. Come on, Epidemic Sound. There we go. Sweet Escape, Electronic Beats. Maybe it's good. Peace!